Okay, I've always wanted to sit on a stool. I have, and it wobbles, and it's a little bit disordered just like me. So I've got a couple of things I wanted to read. Do you want the mic closer? Do you think can people hear?
Yeah.
As if I need a microphone. And for people who know that I can talk underwater, except I can't breathe underwater, I do more of it, I'm going to keep this quite precise. Otherwise I'd acknowledge every single one of you and I would sob my heart out for being magnificent people. No divergence. To anyone who has felt broken, misunderstood, or alone, I see you, I acknowledge you. Too many magnificent souls have been lost because their pain has been too big. May you find a source of strength, even if it's a tiny chink of light, so that despair doesn't engulf you. Every flower goes through shit and dirt. Keep blooming your sort of beauty, a Pammism. Thank you for reading this. Writer's block is real. Every chapter finish starts with FFS, by the way. Writer's block is real, especially when you've got tears in your eyes. It's easy, she says. Just write some, I can't read. Can I have some light? It's easy, she says. Just write some words each day, she says. Surely you can take 60 seconds to stop and do something routine, she says. You've already written so much, she says. When I get in a funk, I just dance it off, she says. Just write the same word over and over, she says. I don't dare tell her that these kind and encouraging words merge into blah, blah, blah. I did try the last strategy once before. I just wrote fuck repeatedly. But all I felt was a familiar despair. Here was yet another thing I couldn't motivate myself to do. I also pondered how many times I could write this fabulously expressive word before I got bored and some sort of creativity urged me to write something more meaningful. Maybe it would work if I wrote 19,370 times. Yes, that would be an excellent procrastination strategy. My ever-helpful coach suggested that perhaps, just maybe, I could do a regular, simple activity. I sat in a state of fear, wondering what she was going to propose. She suggested that I set my phone timer for 60 seconds and just sit and watch it count down to 0 at least once a day. Boom, my brain erupted like Vesuvius. While I sat calmly on the Zoom meeting, looking as though I was considering this very basic task, my brain was exploding with screaming thoughts, all competing for that micro nanosecond they desperately needed. Thoughts and questions such as, what are you so scared about? This is such a simple request. Why can't you just say yes and move on from this horrible, uncomfortable feeling? Because then I would have to try to do it, and what if I couldn't do it? What if I fail? How can I fail at such a simple task? Why are you so pathetic that you cannot even find 60 seconds a day that you can commit to? Blah, 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 blah. I said, I can't tell you now why this seems so hard to commit to. Then she said something like, you can do it. Can you promise to do it? No. She used the word promise. Back to the screaming fireworks in my brain that would make the Sydney Harbour New Year's Eve celebration pale into insignificance. She wants me to promise. But what happens if I can't do it? Oh, please don't make me lie to her when she's really just wanting to help me. She is so nice. I don't want to lie to her, but how can I promise to do it when I'm not sure if I really can? You're so pathetic. It's 1 minute, 60 seconds. Now, and now she's suggesting strategies about how to accomplish it. That word's really hard to say. What? Such a simple task. Why can't you even commit to one simple task? A few seconds passed and she must have seen the rising panic. or maybe my internal vomiting at my own uselessness was somehow visible in my deer in headlight eyes. And she said, maybe this is something you could consider and see if it's helpful. The last firework faded, leaving only a hint of smoke. Our coaching call concluded with a discussion of how I find regular commitments paralysing and how the exploding brain syndrome probably needs some further exploration, maybe with my therapist. Days and days passed. They were mostly spent in bed. I didn't want to get up because that might mean I might have to face the fact I can't even commit to watching a clock tick down for 60 seconds. Getting out of bed might mean I'd be tasked with doing other simple things around the house, like a bit of tidying or putting clean clothes away. It all became overwhelming. So I went to the toilet, grabbed a few dry biscuits, after I'd been to the toilet, mind you, cut up a bit of cream cheese to be gourmet, and went back to bed.